828 North Pennsylvania. That phone number, 755-7252. Allstate Insurance Agency. But today is a very special show, but we want you to sit back, relax, enjoy yourself, and to tell a friend, tell a neighbor to be a part of today's A Visit with the Clara Luper Radio Show, being brought to you by Allstate Insurance, Merle and Hildred. Come by the Soul Bazaar, you get an opportunity to meet Merle and Hildred.
Today's show is a very special show. Every Saturday is special because you out there in Radio Land, you are listening to the Clara Luper Radio Show. It's Soul Bazaar time. It's Soul Bazaar time in Oklahoma City. For the past 21 years, this will be the 22nd Soul Bazaar, you have been with us. And today I would like to tell you about some of the outstanding exhibitors that will be at Soul Bazaar 91. You're going to be really pleased because your exhibitors will be there.
I know one exhibit booth that will be there that will be the most promising, the most exciting booth at the entire Soul Bazaar, and that will be that Allstate booth. You know, Merlin and all of the people that work with Merlin Hildred have a very special plan for this year's Soul Bazaar. We will be helping, you know, you heard about fingerprinting, IDing your kids, pictures and fingerprints of your children. All of this will be available at the Allstate booth. There'll be balloons. There'll be exciting things happening at Soul Bazaar 91 at Allstate booth. Make sure you come by where the blue balloons are, the big sign that says Allstate. You're in good hands. Tell them, Merlin.
Merlin can certainly tell them, but I want you to know that all of our exhibitors will be outstanding. Some of the exhibitors will be Langston University in its 22nd year, the Oklahoma City Police Department, the Community Action Program. Oklahoma Gas and Electric Company will be celebrating 22 years with us. The Ancient Threads with all of the goods from the native land, Africa. See the new styles in Africa.
Well, that booth promises to be exciting. You know, I never have been able to understand why they would call it Ancient Threads.
Ancient Threads because if you know your history, Calvin,
well,
you will know.
Okay.
You will know that what goes around come around. And when you see the threads that have been put together ancient, and you will say, well, it's nothing really new. Rainbow Bread will be there. Oklahoma City Fire Department. Rose State College. Haywood Hill, your carpet man. The University of Oklahoma Health Science Center. The Oklahoma City Community College. George Keys, your county assessor. AT&T will be celebrating 22 years with us. New this year will be Midwest City with their job opportunities. The Black Media Association, in which Anthony Foster is the president, will be there in living colors. What's new, you ask me? Ask me about Rose Marie's collection, a collection that went over great last year at Soul Bazaar 90. Ralph Ellison's library, showing you the programs that are offered there. The Urban League with its outstanding programs. Your Southwestern Bell Telephone Company will be there. Homelands will be celebrating the 22nd anniversary with us. They have been known previously in the early days as Safeways. Sheriff J.D. Sharp will be there, telling us about job opportunities in the Sheriff Department. But Fax Tax Incorporated will be there. Two beautiful young ladies, Diana and Sandra, who will be showing you how to do that last-minute job on your tax. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to report that the FBI will be there looking for employees. The FBI, that is true. The NACP Youth Council will be there taking memberships. Vance Motor Company, led by Mr. Rodale Hornbeak, will be there to show you the latest in all automobiles. Platt College will be there. Tucker's Craft Shop. And those of you that know Mrs. Bobby Tucker, you know she can put it together, and she will be there. Dynamics, something new in Oklahoma City. Mrs. Janie Lurks just returned from Dallas, where she will be showing dynamics. I could go on and on, but the Soul Bazaar will be there. Let me tell you what I would like for you to do. Spend a day at the Soul Bazaar. Spend a whole day at the Soul Bazaar. Be there for the opening on April the 12th, 1991, and that will be at the Central Quality Plaza, Reno and Martin Luther King in Oklahoma City. Attend the business seminar. See the exhibits on the Bill of Rights. See the senior show. See the Nigerian show. You will be there at Soul Bazaar 1991. The top gospel soul soloist from all over the state of Oklahoma, led by Vernon Dangerfield, will be there. You've been asking me about Johnson Shardina's Daycare Center. See the show that they will present for you. Attend and enjoy Nancy Davis's Fashion and Talent Show. Holly Sumo will be there with a show that you will be proud of. Yes, the Page Show, led by Mrs. Cheryl Fowler, will be there. On Saturday night, you cannot afford to miss the Derek Platt Gospel Soul Festival. The Spiritual Emotions, the Sparkles, Dale Clark, Mrs. V's Inspirational Choir, Bobby and the True Believers, the Voices of Grace, and others will be there. Don't you miss Soul Bazaar 91. You may miss a meal, but don't miss Soul Bazaar 91. Today's program is going to be a very special program because we're going to do what you want us to do. You've called us and you say, oh, what can I do, Clara, about the fire victims? Well, I'll be able to tell you today. It's time to talk about Miss Black Oklahoma. Miss Black Oklahoma, I'm talking about the state pageant that will be held in Oklahoma City on June 15th, 1991. The contestants will arrive at the Central Plaza Hotel, which is the headquarters, on June 9th. Now, this year's will be the largest year as far as Miss Black Oklahoma is concerned. And I would just like to tell Calvin about some of the scholarships that we have gotten. You already know that every year Phillips Petroleum Company gives $1,000. You know that Marilyn Hildred, your Allstate insurance agent, gives $500. You know that Mrs. Stale of Stale's Restaurant gives $100. You know Mr. Pons, and I call him Under Sheriff Pons, gives $100 scholarship. The Minority Media, $100 scholarship. Mrs. Thelma Parks, your board member, $100 scholarship. But let me kind of go through some of the scholarships, and I'll be telling you about them all along. But Dr. Joe E. White, the president of the Carl Albert State College, is offering $450 scholarship to the winner, $400 to the first runner-up, $350 to the second runner-up, making a total of $1,150 worth of college scholarships. Dr. Kenneth Walker of the Oklahoma Community College is giving a $500 scholarship to the winner. Oklahoma City University, under the leadership of Dr. G. Walker, is giving a sizable scholarship to the winner and some of the runner-ups. Dr. Joanna Hibler, the president of Southwestern University, has announced that she will give a $500 scholarship. Dr. Ernest Holloway, the president of Langston University, will give a $500 scholarship per semester to the winner, $500 to the runner-up. Now, the winner will receive that per semester. The second runner-up will receive a $500 scholarship to Langston University, and the third $500 scholarship to Langston University, making a total of Langston University this year giving $2,400 worth of scholarships. I will be telling you about other scholarships. But I must tell you, on next Saturday night, Ardmore, Oklahoma will select that one young lady that will represent Ardmore in the Miss Black Oklahoma State pageant.
Wait.
Yes.
You're going too fast. You're just going too fast. I've sat here and I'm listening. I got my pen in my hand, my pencil. I'm like, all of your intelligent listening audience out there, we need to back up and start again about the Soul Bazaar. Now, you said something about the Soul Bazaar, and you went through it so quick. You told us all those exciting exhibits that will be there, and now you're telling us that these talented young black women here in Oklahoma will have an opportunity to win all these scholarships. I mean, just break it down. To
Okay, I'm breaking it down. It's very simple. The Soul Bazaar will be April the 12th and 13th at the Central Plaza Hotel.
Okay.
Now, that's simple. That's the Soul Bazaar, and I want to
What
invite
time
you to
does it
spend.
start?
It starts at 10 a.m. and closes at 10 p.m. I want you to spend 2 days at the Soul Bazaar.
Okay.
Now, okay,
okay,
Calvin. Now,
question.
okay.
Now you were talking about the Miss Black, and you were saying that all of these young ladies will have an opportunity to win all of these scholarships that you're talking about, and you were going so fast. I was trying to write it down. Now, if a young lady was to win Miss Black Oklahoma, what would she receive?
If a young lady wins Miss Black Oklahoma, she would receive $1,000 from Phillips Petroleum Company. Now, I'm talking about scholarships. She would receive $500 from Allstate Insurance Company. I could go on down the list, Calvin, but I want everybody to know that she will also receive a trip to the NAACP National Convention paid for in Houston, Texas. She will receive an airplane ticket to fly to Indianapolis, Indiana, to participate in the Miss Black America National televised pageant. And Calvin, I could go on, but I can't tell all of it today because
you were doing real good there.
I just went over the college.
There. You put it in first gear, and you were telling us all about it. But I'm looking forward myself to the Miss Black pageant. But I'm looking forward to the Soul Bazaar also because of the fact that good things happen when you listen to the Clara Luper radio show. And if you do what you hear on this show, it can be good. But I want everybody to understand what you're saying, Mom. You put it in gear and you went so fast.
I have to go faster. I'm living in the jet age, Calvin.
Okay.
Now, let me tell you, Ardmore, Oklahoma has 12 contestants in their pageant, which will be April the 6th.
And then in Ardmore, Oklahoma, where we have this young lady that works with us, affectionately called the Box, Miss Mary Johnson, they also added something different to the pageant this year.
Okay, they will have some young men that will be competing in a special edition. But Calvin, in Tulsa, Oklahoma, they have 41 contestants in Miss Black Tulsa. Now, that pageant this year is directed by a young lady who has been in the state pageant 3 times, Lisa Anderson. But Oklahoma City,
super talented.
Yes.
41 contestants.
41 contestants. Yes.
What about the Miss Black McAllister pageant?
In Miss Black McAllister pageant, they have 7 young ladies, and that pageant will be April the 27th. And incidentally, I will be having 3 pageants on April the 27th. I will have one in McAllister, one in Tulsa, and one in Langston University. These are the 3 pageants on one night.
Well, I'm going to be like I've always been. I've always thought, and I know that one day, and this year, 1991, whatever the date of the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant is, I am counting on Miss Black Oklahoma City to walk away with the pageant. Like, they can have 49 people over in Tulsa. They can have 97 from McAllister, 200 from Ardmore. But the talent is here, right here, in the great state capital of Oklahoma. Miss Black Oklahoma City, whoever she may be, I promise you.
You believe that Miss Black Oklahoma
right
City?
Those are some talented young ladies in the Miss Black Oklahoma City pageant. Anybody else is going to really have to be stepping on it to outshine that talent that exists here.
Well, the Miss Black Oklahoma City contestants will meet at Freedom Center at 10:30 a.m. this morning. At that time, they will receive all of their instructions for the pageant that will be held on May 4th. And incidentally, with Tulsa with 41 girls and Oklahoma City with 20, Calvin, we better do something about that.
I don't know what we can do.
We can tell the people out there, and there are a lot of young ladies out there between age 17 and over who are interested in being in a pageant. Don't you think?
I know that there are some young ladies out there that have the talent, that have the beauty, that have the experience factor. There's so much goes into a pageant. But in Oklahoma City, I don't know if numbers may count. Even though we have 20 young ladies that are in the pageant right now, it's a long way from what Tulsa has with that 41, but
How can Tulsa beat Oklahoma City? We are the capital city.
They may beat us in numbers. They may overwhelm us with numbers. They may dazzle us with bull, but they cannot.
Okay, well, we'll see. Okay, there are 41 contestants in the Tulsa pageant. In fact, they are having to have the preliminaries on Friday night at one of the largest hotels, and then on Saturday they will be at the Civic Center. Now, if you are in the Oklahoma City area and you want to be in the Oklahoma City pageant, remember today is the last day that you can do it. Call us here at 672-1220. And Calvin, who believes that Oklahoma City is going to walk away with it, would do it. But there would be another pageant in Midwest City, and that's a pageant that I want to hear about. Tell me about that Miss Black Midwest City pageant.
Yes, on May the 10th, 1991, that will be the Midwest City Miss Black Midwest City pageant at the Midwest City Community Center. We're still accepting applications. If you're interested, call Margaret Payne at 672-1630. 672-1630. Applications are still being accepted. Right now we're working with the multimedia system to allow it to be televised. So the city government of Midwest City has been very helpful in this endeavor, and we're just inviting everyone out. But most of all, we're inviting applicants to call Margaret Payne, the promoter of this particular occasion, at 672-1630.
Do you think the young ladies from Midwest City, where that Rose College is located, do you think you can come up with a state winner?
Well, I want to say this. Midwest City has a lot of resources, and the community know about many of those, such as Tinker Air Force Base, General Motors, Walls, Walmart. There are a lot of businesses over there, so that means that there are a lot of people. And I know that the talent in the city of Midwest City is equal, if not greater, than any other city in this beautiful state of Oklahoma.
Including Oklahoma City? You're saying a lot, Theodis. You're saying that you believe that the most talented young ladies are in Midwest City?
Yes, indeed. And I just wanted to let you know that the metropolitan area consists of anyone that wants to run in this particular pageant. Is that correct, Mother Clara? Anyone from the metropolitan that might feel a little more comfortable in the Midwest City pageant, since we at this point only have 5 applicants for those small town people.
But you're doing well,
Small
Oklahoma.
town.
Small town people. You're really doing well.
You know, you didn't introduce this young
Theodis Payne. That's the
Theodis
Honorable
Payne.
Theodis
The
Payne.
Theodis
Yes,
Payne.
that's Theodis Payne. And Theodis is, Theodis, I would like to invite the Crunchers, Clara Luper's Crunchers, as my special guest at the Miss Black Oklahoma City pageant on May 13th. Now, how many Crunchers do we have?
We have 17 crunchers
17.
on a basketball team.
17 Crunchers on a basketball team. Well, then I'm going to have to buy 17 tickets for those Crunchers.
That's right.
So people have been calling me because there are a lot of people that would like to coach my team, but I don't want my coaches to do the Billy Tubbs now. I don't want you to get upset and be put out of the game. But I want you to give me a report on the Clara Luper Crunchers, the basketball team of the century.
Let me say this. The crunchers started out just a little bit slow, but I do want to
When you say a little bit slow, were they bouncing the ball slowly on the court?
Yes, they were bouncing the ball slowly on the court. But I do want to reiterate at this point that this team was designed to instruct young men in a positive role, not only just in the level of basketball, but in education and just the fact that they are someone and that there are many things that you learn from organized sports. And we started out 0-3. I came on this radio and told you that the next game we would win. We won. We've only lost one game since I've made that statement on this radio show. Today we'll be in the semifinals at the tournament at the Northwest. That's the Northeast YMCA on the corner of 36th and Martin Luther King. At 4 o'clock, we're inviting everyone out. We're playing the best team in the league, so I just want everyone to know that we will be playing this game and we will be representing Clara Luper as our entrepreneur for this team.
Okay, tell me how my team looks in those brand new suits.
Oh, you're talking about beautiful suits. Blue and gold, my favorite colors. Those are the old Dungey school colors, coincidentally. Also the NAACP colors, coincidentally. But I just want to let everyone know that these young men, not only are they good basketball players developmentally, I have several 4-point students on there, several Dean's Honor Roll students, which means 3-point or better. And I specifically stated to them, if any of them made F's and D's, they would not be allowed to play in that next game. I've stuck strictly with that. We have several young men on there that I look forward to seeing in the future in many different areas such as law, medicine, etc. So we have done a great work with these 17 young men.
Okay, who are the other coaches? Will they be there today?
Yes, indeed. Rudolph Jones is the fireman that is working out in the far northeast area of Oklahoma City. He is my co-coach, as well as Butch Calhoun, Reverend Calhoun.
That's
Is,
Lee Calhoun.
that's Lee Calhoun.
Omega Man.
That's listen to Calvin. But he is a former athlete at the University of Oklahoma, a very reputable track star, and I'm just really impressed with the things that have come out of that Clara Luper Cruncher basketball team. You'll be hearing about us in many different areas as the day and as the week and as the months go on.
Well, when you win that tournament, certainly I want you out here next week, and I also want those crunchers.
That's right.
Congratulations to the Clara Luper Crunchers comes from the Gates Barber Shop. Mr. Robert L. Gates is the manager. He has one slogan: we make people beautiful. He's open every day except Sundays and Mondays from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. He's located at 2609 North Martin Luther King Boulevard. Now, that's 2609 North Martin Luther King, and you cannot miss it. When you go to the barber shop, I want you to notice the beauty of that barber shop. I want you to notice the flowers that are blooming outside, and they are saying in the language of the flowers, welcome here. If you want a job done, remember, Gates Barber Shop will do it for you. William Gamble and Wilbert Miles are also there. That's the Gates Barber Shop. Today's program is being made possible by people that care about you. By Dr. A.L. Dow, located at 934 Northeast 8th Street. If you are having some problems with your eyes, you may call him at 235-0536. That's Dr. A.L. Dow, your optometrist. Those of you that have been out to Langston and you have had some of that good barbecue, you've told me, Clara, that barbecue is out of sight. It is supposed to be out of sight because it's the classic barbecue, hickory smoke. Not only that, you can go to the Langston's Food Mart in Langston, Oklahoma, east on Highway 33, and find a full line of groceries. You will also find a full line of meat, and they are open from 8 to 12, Mondays through Thursday, 8 to 2 on Fridays and Saturdays. Now, Larry and Emmett Millhouse, the owners of Langston Food Mart, are graduates of Langston University, and they are showing what can be done. You want to put your child in a safe educational place, then go to Chancellor Stradina's Daycare, 1645 Northeast of 50th Street in Oklahoma City. You may call 424-4656, and if you live in a neighborhood around 25th and Martin Luther King, remember, Chancellor Stradina's number 2 is located at 2611 Martin Luther King. The telephone number is 427-5574.
Well, you don't only have to live in the neighborhood. They have free pickup and delivery service.
Oh, yes, free pickup and delivery service, and I don't want you to forget that. Well, tomorrow is Easter, and Sir Charles Taylor would like to thank those of you that have those tailor-made suits on tomorrow. Sir Charles Taylor, the telephone number is 672-5051. It's so good to say congratulations, and I know Sir Charles Taylor is congratulating those Clara Luper Crunchers. I don't know why some of you don't get your basketball team. You can't tell me you aren't financially able, because many of you are running out to the races, winning all that money. Why don't you invest it back into the community? The Clara Luper Show would like to congratulate all of you that have done something outstanding. And at this time, I would like to congratulate my daughter. I would like to read a letter from Miss Taylor. And it says, Dear Shelley, congratulations. What a terrific job you've all done in making our community a finer place to live. You have not only enriched the lives of others, but of yourselves as well. This month, the month of April, will prove to be a very exciting month for you and your family. Relax, enjoy yourself, but most of all, have fun. Now, the fact is that Shelley Luper is one of the 5 alive kids or young people that will be honored. And there, she will go through the following activities. There will be an assembly at Northeast High School in honor of Shelley Luper. It will be taped and will be aired during the week of April the 15th and 19th. The Junior League of Oklahoma City would like to invite Shelley to be a special guest as a teen panel for general meeting on April the 16th. She will be introduced and will serve as a panel at the head table and field questions from our membership concerning the youth of today, how you became interested in volunteering and in working. On April the 22nd, at the Marriott Hotel in Oklahoma City, there will be an awards banquet. The invitations will be mailed, and there will be a reception from 7 until 7:30. The Kids Who Care winners, and there will be 5, will join at that reception. At 7:30, you will adjourn to the dining room for the festivities to begin. Approximately 400 people will attend the banquet. Then you will see film segments from your assembly, and the adult 5 Who Care winners will be announced. Each winner, Shelley, will see an individual tape. At the end, your name will be announced, and you will be escorted to the stage by one of the Channel 5 personalities. You will be awarded a $500 check in memory of Ho-Ho the Clown, and you will respond with a thank you speech. And that is certainly good news, and I would like to congratulate Shelley. And for the next 5 minutes, you will have the opportunity to call and congratulate Shelley, who happens not to be here today, but who is all excited.
Mom, you know, that's really something, because it just didn't start yesterday that Shelley was able to be a part of We Care Kids, to show the expertise that she's shown in the last few years. You know, when Shelley was in the 6th grade, and the 7th grade, and the 8th grade, and the 9th grade, and the 10th grade, the 11th grade, and now her senior year as a head cheerleader at Northeast High School, you know, you look back at what she's tried and the opportunities that she's seen, that she decided, well, I'm not just going to sit back. I'm going to at least try, and if I fail, I'm going to try again. That's the thing I love about little Shelley. I'm not bragging, but she is a brilliant, beautiful young lady. I look forward to seeing what Shelley's going to do with the rest of her life.
Okay, what Shelley has done, Calvin, she's been an honor student. She, at Jefferson High School, she won the highest award there, the Jeffersonian Award. She also won first place in the state and was taken to the University of Maryland by Mrs. Joyce Drew in the 6th grade. She has participated in the History Fair each year and has won each time. She also has won another trip representing Northeast High School under the leadership of her teacher, Mr. Miller, and she went back to Washington, D.C. to participate in the History Fair and came in the top 10 in the nation. She has participated in the AXO and won $750 as one of the winners in the AXO Award. She has served as Vice President, President of the Oklahoma City NACP Youth Council. She now serves as a state president of the Oklahoma Conference of Youth. She has served as a regional chairperson for Region 6, which means that the young people from Arkansas, Louisiana, Texas, New Mexico, and Oklahoma elected her to that position. She's a member of the National Youth Work Committee, which means that every year she goes to one time she goes to New York City to help plan the program for the National Convention, and then she goes to Baltimore, an exciting experience. She was Miss Merry Christmas in 1990, and recently she won the Shriners Contest. And not only that, she was Miss Talented Teen and went to the Virgin Islands. She's a co-president of the senior class at Northeast High School and also served as co-president of the junior class. You say she's a head cheerleader. She's been very active. She participates in all of her church programs. And I could go on and on, but I just want to congratulate Shelley.
Special booth that they put aside there at McDonald's for Shelley. You know, she loves a McDonald's burger, and I hate to give a McDonald's free commercial, but if you ever see Shelley at McDonald's, you know it's because of Horace Stevenson. When she was a young girl, she was a little baby. Horace Stevenson was just opening his franchise here in Oklahoma City, and Shelley has been in love with those McDonald's burgers and fries since.
But she also loves Al's. She loves at Al's. And when she goes up there, Al knows exactly what she wants, because she wants a cheeseburger. She doesn't eat hamburgers. She likes cheeseburgers. Any of you would like to call and congratulate Shelley, you may. And those of you that would like to go to the dinner, certainly you may go. How much are those tickets, Calvin?
Oh, they're not very expensive. Not to see some talented young people doing something for our great state and our great community. It's only $35, and somehow I don't come up with $35 to be there.
Okay.
But Mom,
You may call us here, and I know Shelley will be 3-672-1220. We are now ready for the funeral and death announcements. And Calvin is going over and get those for me because Onita is ready.
The following services. Services for Mrs. Mildred Ruth Penn of Oklahoma City will be Monday at 1 p.m. at the Fairview Baptist Church. Funeral service for Mrs. Lucinda Wright is pending at the Ross Funeral Home. Temple Funeral Home announces the following services. Services for Mr. Floyd Anderson, Oklahoma City, is pending with the Temple Funeral Home. Services for Mrs. Sable Brown will be Thursday at 11 a.m. at the First Church of God in Christ. Funeral service for Mrs. Ola M. Rowland will be Monday at 1 p.m. in the chapel of the Temple Funeral Home. Funeral service for Mrs. Lola Hunter will be today at 11 a.m., and that's at the Hillwood Baptist Church. Temple Funeral Home announces the services of Mrs. Frida Smith will be today at 12 p.m. at the Church of the Living God. Funeral service for Mrs. Carrie Johnson will be today at 10 at the Emmanuel Baptist Church. Funeral services for Reverend Walter Preston will be today, Monday, at 11 a.m., and that's at the Faith Memorial Baptist Church. Funeral service for Mr. David James is also pending with the Temple Funeral Home. Temple Funeral Home announces the services of Mrs. Sandro Bryson will be Tuesday at 11 a.m. in the chapel of the Temple Funeral Home. We would like for all of the families to know today, as we extend to you our deepest sympathy, may your faith in God sustain you in time of grief and pain. For faith in God that you possess is never placed in vain. God always standing by your side in moments of despair, to strengthen and to comfort, for he does care. He's always there to lift a hand and be your friend and guide. So don't you believe you walk alone, for God is walking by your side and back there.
You are in tune to KTLV, Midwest City, Oklahoma City, your 1220 Club Gospel radio station.
It's a sad day for those of us that have known Reverend Booker Alston. Reverend Booker Alston, formerly of Oklahoma City, died in Compton, California this week. Funeral services will be held today at 1 p.m. at the Community Baptist Church, 1155 East 148th Street in Compton. For the past years, he has served as a pastor of the Truth Missionary Baptist Church in Compton, California. Booker T. Alston loved the outdoors, and his home in Compton is what I would call a farm, where he enjoyed the animals and the plants. But today, it's goodbye to Reverend Booker Alston, the son of the late pastor, Reverend Alston of the Shiloh Baptist Church here in Oklahoma City. We express our sympathy to his wife, Lorene, and to his children, and to his sisters. And may God give us the sense to appreciate what Reverend Alston had done. He was looking forward to coming to Oklahoma City to the Congress. We've lost two of our ministers, Reverend Chappelle, who was looking forward to this big Congress that would be in Oklahoma City starting June 17th. And Reverend Booker Alston is dead. This program is made possible by Leon C. Hicks of Smickler's Chevy Buick and Geo. Nobody sells for less. Over 500 Chevys, Buicks, and Geos. Call 943-5721 and is located at Northwest of 52nd and North May Avenue here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. All here, all ready to go. That's Smickler's Chevy, Buick, Geos in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. If we are talking about cleaning and you want your rugs clean, you want your carpet cleaning service, let me tell you about the All-American Carpet Cleaning Service, a quality professional service, a special offer, 25% off. They will clean 2 rooms for you, just like you want it, for $29.95. For 3 rooms, $39.95. For 4 rooms, $49.95, and they will clean 5 rooms for $64.95. They will dry clean your carpet, steam your clean carpet, furniture cleaning, drapery, wall, window with a carpet protector. Call 848-1459. Now, if you are in an emergency, why don't you call 671-6501? If you're wondering if they are insured and bonded, you don't have to worry anymore. They are insured and bonded for your protection. The office is located at 121 Northeast 52nd Street, open from 8 to 5. You can call anytime. They also detail automobiles and repair fire and water damage. Last week, there was a fire in Northeast Oklahoma City, and I have invited 2 young men to talk to me about that fire. Reverend Roland, how are you today?
Pretty good, Miss Luper.
Which Roland are you?
Vance Roland.
Vance, tell me about that fire.
Well, Ms. Luper, the fire destroyed 40 homes last week, if I'm correct.
But some people say 75, some say 40, some say 100. You notice how many homes were destroyed?
At this estimate right now, we've developed a 80 home destruction in the northeast quadrant.
Now, were these homes burned down?
Yes, ma'am. Burned totally down to the ground. Yeah.
Well, how could you account for 80 homes being burned?
It's easy.
Well,
It's very easy. I can account for it because of the fact that we didn't have any fire hydrants out in that area.
Yeah.
And not only that, we got to give credit to the firemen for working hard, but then, that strong wind and no fire hydrants. That's what accounts for 80 homes and the problems we have today.
Okay, we'll be right back because we have Mr. Redwine from Clinton, Oklahoma. And I want all you people down in Clinton, Oklahoma to do me a favor. I want you to get out and vote Tuesday. Here he is, Mr. Redwine from Clinton, Oklahoma. Okay? Are we coming? Okay, we will be back because we do have some things that we want you to do for us. Reverend Roland is going to tell you of some immediate needs, and Payne is going to tell you what we can do. In the meantime, Mr. Redwine, tell me about what you want us to do.
Well, I need everyone in Clinton, in Ward 4 especially, to vote. We have a runoff election coming up Tuesday, April the 2nd. We had our primary March 19th, and I'm involved in a runoff with one other gentleman in Clinton, Mr.
Now, don't call his name. You don't ever call the name of somebody that's running against you because we want the people in Clinton only to remember you.
Well, we certainly want the people to remember Thomas Redwine, and I am planning to make a difference in the thinking of our present city council. We are certainly in need of things in Ward 4, which is the largest geographical ward in Clinton. And I know that I can make a difference for a change if I can only get everyone to get out and vote for Thomas E. Redwine on April 2nd, 1991.
All right, Thomas Redwine is a man to vote for in Clinton, Oklahoma, if the people want to change. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now let me repeat that name, Thomas Redwine. Well, Thomas, what I want you to do, and I want all of you people down in Clinton, Oklahoma, to get out and vote. Don't you tell me how much you love Martin Luther King and how much you wish you could have marched with him. I want you to march to the polls on Tuesday. At what time does the poll?
Our polls open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m.
7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And we'll see you at the polls. And next week, I want you to call me and tell me the margin that you won by.
I certainly will, Ms. Luper. Thank you for your time.
Okay, now, Theodis finished telling me about that meeting.
At 6:30 at the Midness Lakeview Center, there will be a town meeting. This town meeting is to explain all resource availabilities to the victims of this tragic fire. I would first of all like to thank those citizens for joining together out there in response to such a tragic situation. Mr. Walter, the owner of Barbara Joe's, called me and asked me what could we do in this situation. And I told him, first of all, I had to pray about it, and secondly, we would let him know. And at this point, we've contacted John Dahl, which is the Civil Defense Director for the state of Oklahoma, and they have put together a package along with the Red Cross in order to get the governor of Oklahoma to sign a resolution to make this a natural disaster. And thanks to the good Lord, that was done Thursday. Governor Walter signed it Thursday. All of these people, the Red Cross, CAP, Community Action Program, Menace Lakeview Park, Mary Mahoney Health Center, Community Action Program, Oklahoma Finance, all of these entities will be at this town meeting along with City Councilman Gory James, State Representative Kevin Cox, State Representative Mark Syko, State Senator Vicky Miles LaGrange, a representative from the governor's office. All of these entities will be at this meeting, so it's very important, you victims of this fire, that you come out and let them know that we understand that this is definitely a tragedy, but if you do not come out and show your support as to this tragic situation, then that somewhat ties the hands of those of us that are working so hard to make sure that you are reimbursed and recompensated for your losses.
But today's program is being made possible by our RJ and Sons, who has a new development in janitorial services. You may call Rudolph at 751-482-114. Now, we are talking about the fire. A lot of people call me and say, oh, Clara, I'm really praying for those people. I want you to pray for them, but then when you finish praying, I want you to get up off of your knees, and I want you to go out there and minister to their needs. I would like to thank the NACP Youth Council and all of those that contributed. And incidentally, congratulations are coming in to Shelley. One's from Connie Meeks, who has just called, and we are going on. Now, let's go and tell me what we need. That's what I want to know.
Okay, Sister Luper. St. Luke Baptist Church is sponsoring a clothing outlet in the area, and
I understand that you have a large amount of clothes.
yeah,
That is correct. As a matter of fact, Mrs. Luper, the NAACP Youth Council put on the clothing drive in Oklahoma City, and I was fortunate enough to be the one to take the merchandise out there. Not only was it clothing, but I mean, it went from food, etc., and